also right to say in your case that you're chasing versatility over stardom? Would that be right to say? Because, right before your first movie was, announced, it was out, you really had a slate of movies in pipeline. Last when we met, you spoke about that. So would that be right to say?
See, right now the films are, I think, choosing me more than I'm choosing the films, if that makes sense. I feel AKG and Tu Yaa Main, I think it was destiny that led me to this moment. I'm right now not in that phase because I'm just starting out where I'm sitting and I'm choosing scripts. I've not reached that level yet, and hopefully soon I will in my career where I can sit and I can decide what I want to do. I've not reached there yet. With Tu Yaa Main, it was Mukesh sir who came knocking to my door and said that, there's this film that's being made. I can't share the script with you. I can share 2 scenes and you should audition for it. And I was like, I heard Anand sir's involved. That's all I'd heard at that time. And I read the scenes, I found them super fun, and I was like, it's just destiny that just allowed me to, be there at the right time, right moment, and Mukesh sir for thinking of me in the first place, that I got the chance to audition, and then it led me here. But right now, I'm just starting out, so I'm just like an open book. I just want to explore everything. I want to try everything out. I need to also figure out which direction I really want to go into. But I just want to do everything. Yeah, and at that time, the film had released also. I mean, it's just such it's a crazy concept, to do a film with a crocodile. Yeah. So, I mean, at that time, even when I was watching it as a kid, it was just super cool to watch it. And then for so much time, we didn't really get into, I don't think there were any films where it was like with a creature kind of involved. So when I finally heard about this, it was like so exciting. And we had to give that, that remembrance to such an iconic film in Tu Yaa Main. I did watch a lot of like survival thriller films. Like? When I because we've right now we don't have, I think in Hindi films, if I'm not mistaken, any survival thrillers. But I was rewatching Jaws. I was watching this film called Crawl, which was not with crocodiles, but it was alligators. So that really helped. The Meg, Shallow, these kind of films, just survival thriller. Castaway, it was not with a creature, but it is.
Castaway.
Yeah, but again, survival kind of a film. So just rewatching some of those films kind of got me into the space of Tu Yaa Main.
Okay. Adarsh, I remember speaking to you during White Tiger, and you had said that you use those certain animal traits.
It definitely really helped.
You also
Adarsh actually introduced me to this technique in Atul sir's workshop, and I mean, at first when I heard it, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I can do it. But of course, I gave it a shot, and it really helped. It was crazy how much it really helped.
She was in the Peacock.
I was in the Peacock. I was a Black Panther. I chose Black Panther for my character because I feel as Shanaya, I have this tendency whenever I'm talking to someone, I have a little bit of more of a shy nature about me. I'm looking away. I go losing into my thoughts, and I can't really give that gaze, and I feel I had to find that with my character. And I think when I was watching a lot of these videos of the Black Panther, that really helped me, because I felt the way that they moved was very graceful, very sensual, very charming, very confident, and their gaze was constantly just locked in. Yeah. And Avni, my character, she really has this sensual side where you feel a little intimidated, and she's just gazing. She's not looking at you in a way that you get scared, but there's something about her look. And to find that, I think this really helped me a lot. And actually that one day, we were just, I thought, okay, we just have to research about it and then talk about it. And then Atul sir was like, okay, now you have to be the Black Panther and you have to be the peacock. And for almost, I think 45 minutes, we were just interacting as these animals.
Even your first movie, Aankhon Ke Gusta Kya Hai, it didn't get that kind of love again, from audiences in theaters. How did you pick yourself up from that and went ahead and did, the shoot, or maybe, carried on with your work that you were supposed to do?
I wouldn't say honestly that it didn't receive the love. I think it did. It didn't reflect in the numbers. Of course. But for me, it was a moment for me. You know, I was just happy just seeing myself on the big screen. For me, that was that moment that I've been waiting for. So when I was watching it in the theater, even if no one was there, it was just me. I was like, what is going on? I had to soak in that moment. I had to, you know, appreciate that moment and not get distracted by anything else. It was my first movie, and it's very special to me. It always will be, no matter what. And like I said, I mean, the reaction I got towards, you know, my performance and the people that, you know, did watch it and who did like it and who did have a good time watching it, that meant so much to me. That pushed me so much, and I had to focus on that energy, and it's very important to do that, especially when you're just starting out, is not get too distracted with, you know, anything else, and focus on the good and move on. And yes, of course, I am an actor. I want my films to do well. I want the audiences to go in. I want to walk into PVR on the 13th of Feb and I want people, it should be jam-packed. I should not have space to watch my own film. I want that. And that is the dream, and that's what I'm working towards, and that is the aim, and that's, you know, that's the motivation I have. But it was just about just still going back and focusing back onto the work. You know, I was actually shooting for Yaa Main when the film released. I was on set the day it released. And I think in that moment in itself, for me, was a big achievement. My films come out, no matter what the result is, I've put in my heart and soul. I knew that, so I was very happy with that I put in the work, and I'm here on a set for another film already. I have to focus on this. I have to be in the moment. And I think I had a smile on my face throughout. I don't think there was a day on set where I was a bit like low, or I was, you know, thinking about this. I had to, you know, focus on the positive and move on. And